What if you could get more of the Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma? You can with the podcast. Thanks to What If. You're only a what if away from great holidays. What if? It's Aussie for travel.
Podcast, let's go. Let's go. Special.
Is that how you're going to start?
Let's go.
Don't say podcast as well.
Yeah.
People know.
Yeah, what did I say?
Podcast. Let's go. Let's go.
I am confused why I do that because I don't know if I'm saying it to you. It's like it's time to record this bit of the podcast, or
But you don't say
I
that.
actually don't know if it's actually been included.
No, I think you say it because you're like, I'm not going to talk now. I'm going to announce that it's the podcast, and then it's over to me and Jimmy
That's
to find
true.
something to talk
Yeah,
about.
I've done my bit. Do your bit.
Do you know
Bitches.
My husband, I got up early. Obviously, we get up early in the week.
Oh,
my
God.
husband-
This is going to be a yarn.
Should we put
No,
our feet
because
up,
I
mate?
think-
Yeah.
Shut
Podcast.
up!
Podcast.
I'll make it
Jeez,
quick.
both of you suck.
Sorry,
Dick.
we're not as expert at storytelling as Jimmy is.
No, I will be
You're a
honest.
very
I
good
am.
story.
I
You're the
am.
best.
I'm probably the best out of
Yeah,
the team.
I
You
just
guys,
wanna
your
know-
strengths lay elsewhere.
Okay, but now I get to talk.
Podcast.
You're the. Just so you know, you're the the yelly guy.
I'll just introduce and step away, guys. That's my job. Welcome to the podcast. Enjoy.
Okay, anyway, I have a question. Do you guys do this to your partners? If let's say they're getting up before you, do you hold on to their hand so they can't get out of bed? I was trying to get out of...
When does... Oh, he holds on to your
He
hand.
holds on to... So, like, my alarm goes off and I snooze for 10 minutes and then I finally get up and he, like... I can feel his hand on my body, so I'm, like, dragging my body away, but then he just grabs my finger and he won't let it go. He won't let me get out of bed and it's a bit.
My wife does that to me.
All the time.
Yeah.
No, my partner
Pushes you out. Hurry up.
gives me this side eye that the alarm's gone off. Like,
Yeah.
just turn it off.
Yeah.
Don't
So
you dare
she's
snooze it.
kicking you.
No, she doesn't touch. She just it's just the turn, the look,
Oh.
and then I have to be very. I have my clothes laid out the night before, so I grab them really quietly and I walk into the bathroom,
Shut the door.
shut the door, shower, change, whatever, get changed in there. Then I turn the light off in the bathroom, turn the light off on my phone, so I sneak back out, and then and then this is the roulette. If she's sound asleep, which sometimes I don't know, and I kiss her and that wakes her up, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
if
do you do a
she's-
kiss after you've already left? You come back and do a kiss. Once I'm out, I'm out.
I do
No,
a
I
kiss
haven't
before.
left though, because we have an ensuite.
Oh
Yeah.
So to leave
of
the
course,
bedroom,
you gotta
I have to
walk
go.
past
That's right.
her.
So when I leave the ensuite, it's now I'm leaving
It's all self-contained.
to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
So I go, love you. But if I wake her up, why did you wake me up?
Yeah.
But if she's awake
Yeah.
and I walk out the door, she goes, "You're not going to kiss me." And
Yeah.
say I love you."
Yeah. You
So what
can
I
never
realised
win.
is most things in my relationship,
win.
you can't win.
Yeah.
Meg does the thing where she'll go, and then roll,
Yeah.
roll
Like, don't
over.
leave, 'cause it's so
and then she'll just
snuggly.
throw an arm on me. But the problem is because it's dark and she's just woken up, I'm copping it in the jaw a lot. Like whack, bush.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ. That's how I wake up most. But don't need a shot of coffee, just a punch in the jaw, mate. It's a lot cheaper.
It is.
That's how I've been waiting.
It's keeping you on your toes.
So that's what Enzo does to you. He just holds on to you, darling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just holds on. It went on for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I'm late for work because I snoozed. I've
great
got to
bit.
leave.
It's a great bit. Sometimes I get up in the morning and my roommate Josh is coming home.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And he stumbles in drunk, holds on to you. Don't go.
Don't
He's
go.
like, stay for a couple.
Don't go. Stay for a couple.
God.
What I want.
You kiss him on the
It was
forehead.
literally the other, no, maybe not last week before, but it was Friday morning because I remember he went out Thursday night and it was about 5 a.m. I was leaving and he was coming home.
Where
And
was
I
he?
was
What
like,
was
he was at the
doing?
next door. He was at the neighbour's place.
Oh,
having
that's
kick-ons.
it. Okay.
Well, no, he'd gone out.
Oh, not
and then he'd-
homeless Carlos.
not home. Crazy home.
Crazy homeless Carlos.
Nicholas, he
No,
lives in a nice house next
crazy house.
door.
Well, he hasn't had a job for a long time, so he'll be homeless soon.
Carlos, he's getting defamed left, right, and
he's on the
centre.
drink, as we know.
Oh,
Well, he
his
was, yeah.
character is like in question.
Yeah, which is why he's not getting jobs.
I uploaded a video of him because we went to the pub and he loves the Guinness and I made him split the G. If you don't know what splitting the G is,
that?
Yeah.
you drink a whole bunch of your Guinness in the Guinness glass until the level splits the G.
For the word
Oh,
Guinness.
gotcha,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they're always in the Guinness glass.
Yes.
Yes.
And I videoed it, I put it up and I was like, oh, look, it's crazy unemployed Carlos.
Soon to be homeless. Yeah.
Anyway, his wife Jan messaged me and she's like, can you take that down? He looks disheveled.
And also, he's been trying to get a job. One Google of him.
Well, you just said he's homeless now.
Yeah,
That's what
because he is.
he said he drinks too much.
He's been splitting the G.
I've never met Carlos. I'm sure he's an amazing man. He sounds like a family man.
Very.
He
He's
lives
South
in a-
American. His
in a-
dad is a drug dealer in Mexico.
Oh, that's and we're
Oh,
back
he
to
is not.
and we're back to he's not getting a job.
Hang on.
Pablo
You
Escobar.
can't just say that.
Yeah, okay.
And then I could feel you about to be like, enjoy the podcast. No.
Maybe
Are we
that's for the next
talking
podcast.
proper like narcos shit or what?
Enjoy
Yeah,
the podcast.
Tomorrow's podcast.
Tomorrow's
I'll tell you.
podcast.
Really?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to stick around, mate, because this has gone too long.
But has it? It's a
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, it's
We
gone
can
for-
go for as long as we want.
It's gone for too long.
It's gone for two, hasn't it, Tony?
Sorry. It's
gone
Tony,
for
you
too
want us
long.
to
Why
wrap it?
are we
She's
wrapping?
wrapping us up.
It's
Look at
gone
her.
for too long.
Wrapping up.
Wait.
Oh, headphones are falling off. She's
Why
had
are
enough.
He
we
said
rapping
producer
on the
Tony.
most interesting part of this podcast?
Well, you'll get it tomorrow.
You don't want to know what Carlos's dad deals in.
I do tomorrow on the podcast.
So, yesterday, I was walking around where I live, just trying to find some lunch. Walked past chicken shop because they had good chicken.
Yummy chicken and chippies.
I saw a barber, and I was like, I actually want to get a little trim, and I have. You can see the sides
Yes.
shaved in the sides.
Yeah, it's a great haircut.
Very
Speed.
clean.
The mullet is back.
I
Proper mullet.
thought I thought you walked in quicker today, and that's because of the aerodynamics with the new haircut.
Yeah.
Saving yourself a couple of seconds every entry into a room.
So I had time to kill yesterday, and I was like, I'm going to get a haircut. Okay. Now, I think you'd agree, Em, one of the drawbacks of haircuts or anything sort of like that is the conversation when you don't want to talk.
I feel
Sometimes
like
you
that
just
when I
couldn't-
get into Ubers
Yep.
or like when I get a massage. Don't
Uber,
talk to
massage.
Especially when it's your job to talk. The last thing you want to do is sit there and talk the whole time.
No, but I think even some people just, they want to go and they want to get whatever they're done, your dentist, haircut, whatever. You just want to sit there, nails
Yeah.
done. I just want to sit in silence. Maybe look at my phone a little
me. I
bit.
feel like my nail tech's got a really good balance of like chit chat for like 5 minutes and
Yeah.
then I just close my eyes and kind of fall asleep a bit and she does her thing.
Did you say chit chat or shit chat?
I said chit chat.
Oh, right. You said she was an awful chatter.
So anyway, yeah, the other thing is, if you've been listening this week, my voice has been a little in and out. I don't really know why. I was feeling a little underwhelmed on the weekend. I just think we've had a lot on. Origin probably as well as a Queensland. I was up and about there. Maybe I broke a little bit, but I've been on vocal rest. So once I leave the show in the morning, I go home and I don't say anything. I don't talk to my partner. I don't talk to my roommate. Rested, and I think you guys agree today. It's starting. I feel like it's coming back. I'm getting my
Yeah,
voice.
It is, yeah.
absolutely it
Jimmy's on the return.
Yeah. So again, I go to this bar because I'm like, I got some time to kill yesterday. I was going to get my hair cut, and I went in and I was like, went up to him and I was like, called him over, and he's like, yeah, like come closer. I was like, hey mate, can't talk. I'm on vocal rest. I can't talk. But I was like, I'd like to get a haircut. And he's like, what would you like? And I was like, sides. And he's like, okay. I sat down and did not speak the entire time. Silence. He
nice.
spoke to other people in the shop. He spoke to other barbers, and I did not say one word. I didn't even say anything when I left. I committed to it, right? I paid. I tapped my card.
Did you give a thumbs up at least?
Well, I chatted to Lolo about this because I was
Producer
like...
Lolo.
Producer Lolo. I was like, I wasn't sure how to say thank you without speaking, and I decided 2 hands together and a bow.
Yeah.
it's very Japanese.
That's what I
of
went
you.
with.
Very nice.
Jimmy went to Japan this year.
Yeah, you did.
I did. Well, it was like a wave is...
No,
not
that's
thank
really
you
nice
enough.
that you asked him
Thumbs
to do.
up.
That's really nice that you asked him to do something and then he did it. Because I love it when you can just simply ask somebody to do something and they do it.
Yeah. So what I discovered
It's a
is...
very common thing.
Guys, I've hacked
No,
the
you haven't.
hairdresser, the
You-
barber.
No, you have not.
People are clapping outside.
You don't just.
I've
It's
hacked it.
not.
Because we all hate it.
No.
You just go in. I didn't say
It's
what I
not
did
a
for a
hack.
living.
Yeah.
I didn't have to explain myself. I just
Oh
said,
my God.
voice is gone.
You said to him, "Hey mate, I can't talk. Can you please not talk to me?" And he didn't do it. That's not a hack. You've asked him to do something.
know what?
That's like going to a cafe. No, shush, Emma. It's like
beg
going
your
to a cafe.
pardon.
It's
Do
like
not
shush
tell a
me.
woman to
It's-
shush, and you're
bo-
pointing.
Both your mics are going off. All right, so this is. It's like going to a cafe, ordering a coffee, and going, "I'll have a cappuccino," and then don't cross your arms. Look at me, ordering a cappuccino, and then they give you the cappuccino, and you go, "Wow, it's a hack. I asked for something, and they gave it to me. Not a hack. Incorrect.
Are you done?
I am done.
Good,
this
because we're
better-
going to do hack
No!
hater. Call us 13 10 60 if you got a hack.
Thinks they're very impressive. They have to be really good to impress me. That's not a hack. It's just bull. I'm the hack hater, so I'm sorry that I just want to warn you that there's a very high bar for me. Can you impress the hack Hater. I will slap you, silly young man.
Yeah, 131060 is the number to celebrate my genius hack.
Not
of
a hack.
hairdressers and barbers.
It's a simple instruction that was followed.
No, to give your example, in a cafe, you are asking for a coffee, right? And you get the coffee.
Yeah.
In a barber or hairdresser, you ask for a haircut and you get the haircut.
Yeah, but you asked him not to talk to you.
But they don't not talk, right? That's what you know about going to a hairdresser. They
Yeah.
just yap.
They always talk. It's part of
I
the
hacked
service.
it because he didn't stop. He still spoke to other people in there.
Yes.
But I hacked it. I didn't have to speak. So 131060, Emma and I, we love hacks. The team love hacks. There's just one man, for one unknown reason, he just doesn't
No,
like them.
here's the thing, right? It's not. I've been thinking about this since we haven't done it in a while, right?
3-4 weeks
So
it's
we
been.
haven't done it in a while.
Yeah.
It's not that I hate hacks, right? I hate when people call things hacks when they're not. Right? Because I love a rort. I love a scam. If you quite generally impress me with something that is, in quote unquote, a hack, then yes, I will approve of that.
You very rarely do, though.
very
My
rarely
whole
do.
time
This
on
is what
this
I'm
show,
saying.
you've only approved two.
You guys just throw this label around where it doesn't belong. That's what annoys me.
131060, give us a call with your hack. Emma and I love it. If for some reason you can get one by the big fella, the hack hater himself, we'll hook you up. There'll be a good price.
Joanne, what is your alleged hack?
Hi, everyone. So sometimes you need to make two different kinds of custard at the same, or like for kids or that kind of thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what you do is you boil your water as per normal, and you put the first lot of custard in the pot,
Yep.
and then the second lot of custard you put in a strainer type thing, and you put that in the water at the same time. So they cook them at the same time, but they're already separated. So that way you don't get any whinging.
So you're keeping them
this.
separated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
but,
don't mix
but
all
it's
together.
in the same pot. You're cooking
Yeah.
it at the same time. Two birds, one stone.
Don't, you don't have to get a second pot
This
dirty.
is great. And the thing is, like,
Exactly.
if you have leftover rigatoni and pen there, you don't want to mix them together because one needs 11 minutes, one needs 12, and then one of them is too al dente. So this
That's
is,
right.
I like this, Joanne.
Yeah, it's a good one, Joe.
The only issue that I have,
What is it?
the issue I have is it sounds like it's just a parallel use of the strainer. You know what I mean? You're not doing anything fancy with the strainer. What's a strainer do? You put it inside the thing, right? That's what it's for. You know what I mean?
To keep things separate.
It's for keeping things separate and to take water out, and that's what it's.
So it's a no.
It's a big fat.
Sorry, Joanne.
No, Joanne, you're done.
Sorry,
Bye,
Joanne.
Joanne.
Joanne, I loved it. Em loved
So
it.
did
Cindy
I.
loved
Not a hack though. That's the problem. Katrina.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah,
Good, Katrina.
no,
What-
pretty
Up
average. Yeah, no,
Up
thank you.
yours.
Well, that
Someone who's
actually
gonna make your day.
that made me feel better. Thank you for using the
What's
official
your
greeting.
hack, Katrina?
Hey, so just picture this. Dog poo bags are for dog poo, right?
Yep.
I had 4 little boys, and when you go out in public in the city, you don't want to go into a dirty public toilet.
Ew, no.
So what I do is just grab a dog bag. They've got inbuilt
Don't.
hoses. They pee into the bag, tie the bag up, pop it in the bin. No dirty hands. They won't touch anything. We're all sanitary. It's a winner.
Is
Katrina, can I ask, is it okay, because I have a dog, I have a lab, so I have a lot of dog poo bags. Would it be okay for me, a 30-year-old male,
No.
to pee into them?
No, this is just for kids.
Okay.
I mean,
This is-
you
no.
do
Well,
you.
Now I don't like it.
So, no, Katrina, that is awful. You just said you don't want to go into a disgusting toilet, but the alternative is peeing into a bag?
No
No.
one touches anything.
Yeah,
What
but
do you mean?
Katrina, I actually have to agree with Nath here. That's
Thank
so
you,
gross.
Emma.
I'll take a bush wee. We'll go to a park and kind of hide behind a bush, and you can do a bush
Yeah,
wee.
which is not a
No
hack.
bushes in the city.
No, you're right, there's no bushes.
Yeah, but tell you
No,
what,
like
there
if you
is
go to
toilet-
Hyde Park
Yeah,
or
but there's
something, you can pee in a bush.
There's toilets. There's toilets.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Do you know what it's like to take a child to a public toilet? They touch everything. They sit, and then the little cuffs
Strange-
of their jumpers,
strangely,
they
Nate
hold
does
onto
know.
the toilet.
Yeah, he doesn't have any kids.
Not a hack. Thank you for your call, though. Appreciate people getting involved. Just not a hack. George, what is
mate.
your... Hey, brother, what's your alleged hack?
So, you know when you go to the pub and you want a free drink?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, just wait for a group of people to come in to open a bar tab and just use their name.
It's very
Okay, George,
simple.
my
but
question
effective.
is, how do you get the name? Do you just hang by them and you listen?
Oh yeah, you just ease in, ease in on it, and just eavesdrop.
Just easy. George, I want to say a couple of things to you. First thing is,
You're going to tell him he's a legend?
You are a legend, and I love this, and this is great, right? Because I love a beer, I love a pub, I love a free beer,
scam.
right? But this
It's better when it's free.
It is.
Yes,
Oh,
George.
and I'm not. I just want it shown. I'm not disagreeing with this.
Let the record
However,
show.
it is not a hack. You are stealing, which is fine. It's fine, but it's not a hack, right? Because you're using
He's hacked the pub.
But it's
He's hacked the
you
system.
haven't hacked
You
the
have-
pub
you haven't
though,
actually
because
hacked the pub.
all you're doing is using a bar tab. What are bar tabs for?
But it's
Getting
not
drinks.
but it's not your bar
I
tab.
understand that, but the purpose
You're
of the
not
bar
spending
tab,
money.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. The purpose of the bar tab is to
Here,
get the drinks.
George, I'll give you another one too, another little hack, right? If there's a group of guys sitting around having beers, when they leave, you go to their table, you get all their dregs, pour it into a cup, you got yourself a full beer.
Yeah,
that's
I tell you what's
disgusting.
even better, George. If you
Nah,
want,
you don't want the slop seconds. Man.
Trending now with Emma Chow.
Well, yesterday it looked like Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom might be trying to work it out because he flew from LA to Perth and he was seen with their daughter Daisy on the street. But Katy was off on a yacht with work people, and by all accounts, it's all over the internet that they are done. There's no official statement from either of them.
But to be fair, like if I'm going out on a work event on a boat before, which we have done, I wouldn't invite my partner anyway. You know what I mean? Because it's a work event and she wouldn't want to come.
No, well, the rest of the story is that he's going to Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's wedding alone, and that's going to be his single debut.
Yeah, a bit of a wedding crasher. And that's I think it's in Italy now, isn't it? It's in Italy. The Jeff Bezos wedding. It's supposed to be in Aspen. Now it's in Italy. Apparently it didn't work. Imagine that.
They've gone
Multiple
from
weddings.
one
Some
extreme
people
to
do.
the other.
No, just Orlando walking in, single man.
I still don't understand the single debut. Like, that means anytime someone walks in somewhere by themselves, is that their single debut?
No, but he's calling it his single debut.
He is he? Did he put a post up?
He's
No.
no, the insiders.
That's what the insiders are telling me.
No,
It's like
she's got the siders.
A countdown on his Instagram story. Orlando single debut.
3,
He's
2.
deleted all his posts.
He's got a colour
He's
on his
archived
profile
everything.
picture.
Yes.
New album.
Just a picture of his doodle, and that's all it is.
It won't be single for long, mate.
No, absolutely.
And finally, Taylor Swift was at the is it the Tight End University or Tight End University? Okay.
Tight end university.
Jimmy knows all about this because it's put on by Travis Kelce.
Well, I mean, it's
one
one of the great tight ends.
God, you guys like twins.
Oh, that's cute.
Yes, tight end university. Travis Kelce plays tight end in the NFL, and they put on a thing. Him and a bunch of other tight ends, former tight ends. That position put on an event each and every year. Now it's a big party. They also train. They do a bunch of stuff, and yeah, she was a surprise guest.
Yes.
But are we surprised, though?
Well, that's the thing.
I'm surprised she performed. Like, I'm not
Yeah,
surprised
that's-
she was there.
No,
Because
that's
Kane
true.
Brown and a bunch of other people were performing, and then she got up on stage and did Shake It Off.
That's a good point. You expect her to be there, but you don't expect her to perform. Like,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother thing.
Kane Brown, Jordan Davies, Luke Combs all performed, and then Taylor Swift comes out. Though I will say, I am. We said this yesterday, and I was chatting to you last night about it. I think.
Yep.
I'm Shake It Off. Yeah.
Look, I could take or leave it,
She
but
should have done Love Story.
they
Yes.
Got an NFL thing though. Do you think maybe that's too
Well, there's a lot of-
romancy?
but it's still, that song still has country-ish vibes. Shake It Off has no country vibes.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, here's a little snippet of it.
Oh, they are getting into it. Can you hear them?
Yeah.
The
It
chick
would
who's
have
filming
been-
was really
It
into it.
would have been cool if there was a bunch of tight ends there and she's doing Love Story.
That would have been.
Imagine all the big fellas just bust, and they
It's a
would have
love
too.
story, baby, just say yes.
Oh my God, is Taylor Swift here?
Yeah, a
Oh my
special
God, it's me.
surprise guest. Jim M, this is going nuts, both online, and I saw it all across TV yesterday as well. So there's a car dealership blowing up on socials after doing a trade, but not just any normal car trade, right? A horse named Jimmy was traded for a Nissan Ute. Now, the bloke behind it is a guy called MoBeast. He's an absolute legend in Landsvale. He's from Dealer Car Sales. He's on the line. He's got to tell us all about this. MoBeast! Hello,
Yeah, how you
brother.
going, boys?
Mate,
How you doing, man?
mate, this is...
Pleasure being on 104.1.
there's our
Thanks
guy.
for getting me on, guys.
There's a salesman.
Yeah.
There's a
Gets it.
salesman.
There's a man who
Thanks
gets
for
it.
getting me on, guys. I'm a marketing genius.
So we've heard, MoBeast, can you explain what happened and how this happened? Like, you've traded a car for a horse.
Yeah, very clearly. She come in riding the horse. It's the girl that's always riding up and down the Hume Highway. I don't know if your viewers might have seen her before
Sure.
in Liverpool, Lansvale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She come in asking about our rent-to-own system that we got here.
Yeah.
Okay, I explained to her that you needed a setup fee, establishment fee, and then she didn't have it.
Yeah.
I said, would you consider trading in the horse? Would you consider using the horse as a trade? I was in the market for a horse, believe it or not.
Yeah.
We needed a horse.
Okay.
She said, it's funny, he's for sale. I said, is he? I said, all right, well, let's do something, man. I'm keen. I found out a little bit about him. He's an ex-Arabian, Arab, what do they call it? Anglo-Arab.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arabian. He's a bit older,
Mm-hmm.
but I wanted the horse that was a bit older to be around the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that I can have the kids around and, yeah, man, have my staff around because my staff, if you meet my staff, you know what they're like.
So, MoBeast, this
Got to have them around the horse.
This is what's so wild to me. So you have a car dealership when you're trading the Nissan for the horse. Where I can't imagine you have a stable on site. Where do you put the horse?
No, so the best part about it is I'm going to house him where she works.
Oh.
So she doesn't have to, she can see him and feed him every day. That's
Oh,
the best
wow.
part about it.
Works
So
out
there's
for
no
everyone.
separation issues with her.
Yeah.
It worked out pretty good. She still gets to see Jimmy,
Yeah.
feed Jimmy. And
Yeah, well, I appreciate that as the Jimmy. Yeah, no, it's good to be fed and
Well,
brushed.
we've got our own Jimmy here.
Yeah.
I actually traded my Nissan Ute for him. The problem was, though, I got the raw end of the deal.
You got the war in the deal, huh? You ended up with this Jimmy.
Yeah, exactly.
He's all right. I've seen some of his stuff. He's doing all right, mate.
I appreciate it.
Popping off. He's popping off.
Yeah.
Bump it off.
Would you
He's
consider?
pumping up the ratings, mate. That's what so is our Jimmy. Our Jimmy's pumping up the ratings too.
So, yeah, it's a Jimmy thing.
Would you consider trading in any more cars for horses?
Oh, look, I would have write her off, but right now I'm happy we're content with Jimmy. I've had people trying to trade in French bulldogs. And
What?
pit bulls yesterday, but it was bulldogs, rag dolls, and I've had a whole heap of things, man. Would you take my mother-in-law? I've had guys say, would you take my wife? I actually have. I've had guys commenting. I had a guy inbox me, he goes, mate, I've seen you traded in the horse. Would you consider taking my wife? It's a bit...
is
I've had a lot of guys asking me weird stuff.
MoBeast, someone's going to come in with a snack pack looking for a Ute at one point. Yeah.
Trade him a acai. I'll give you an acai bowl for a car.
Oh my God! Don't bring the acai guys into it.
MoBeast, is it true now that you can officially say that Dealer Car Sales has the best horsepower in the state
we
for
do.
car? Yeah,
Officially.
you can officially say that.
Our team groaned
We're
outside of that
We're going
joke.
to try
eh?
to do more videos with Jimmy. We're going to come up with a few more ideas.
Yeah.
I had a video with the horse not long ago as well. It's on our page as well. It went viral as well. Got over 100,000 views.
Wow.
As well. It's pretty good, yeah.
Well, if you want to borrow our one, he's available at any time, mate. He can sell anything.
Why get Jimmy to come out and ride Jimmy?
Yeah.
Maybe Jimmy or Jimmy. I don't hate it. I like it, mate.
MoBeast, you're an absolute legend.
Which Jimmy's going to ride which Jimmy?
I don't know, bro. He's pretty. You should see his
I've
calves.
never seen a horse on a horse, but I'm happy to try.
MoBeast, we love you, buddy. Thank you so much. Hey, go check him out. Lansvale, Dealer Car Sales. Ask for
DCS.
MoBeast. He's
We're at 182 Hume Highway, Lansvale, guys.
182 Hume Highway. MoBeast, thank you very much, buddy. We'll find some livestock and we'll come and see you soon, okay?
Thanks, mate. Anyone want to trade anything, hit us up.
Boys, how often do you think that you would get in trouble for something that you said to your missus?
Every second of every day.
Every couple of minutes, definitely. Yeah.
Really? Okay, what sort of stuff are you saying?
I've got a list if you want.
Okay.
I've prepared a list.
Off
What
you
about
go.
like all the start of the show? I mean, I would do it constantly. I'd say that you're old. It's just because for those that don't know, Em's only a couple of years. You're only, when are you? 85.
5.
Yeah, so you're four years older than me, which is nothing because I'm 89.
Nice,
and
yeah.
the fact that we're 80s babies in this team makes
Yes.
us older than
Yeah,
everyone.
all I know is that
But I love calling you.
Grandma and Grandpa are here, and I'm trying to keep things afloat.
But I piss my partner off. I piss, her friends off purposely. I know the voice in my head goes, You say this, you'll be like, do
Here's a list of things that I've
great.
specifically been told not to say to my partner, right? They're short, sharp things, right?
Yeah,
I just add to this list all the time. I can't say her maiden name. I can't refer to her as Meg Draffin because she's now married and I should be proud of that. I should remember her name is Meg Roy.
Yeah.
I can't say things like when she comes out of the bathroom, ooh, big poops. Can't say that. Can't acknowledge that at all. No. Can't say heard that anytime she does expel any kind of air from the top or the bottom. Can't say that. Can't tell her to slow down, and I can't tell her to relax. Can't tell her either of those things. Sometimes she'll come home and tell me a story about work and she'll talk really fast and I go, slow down. Don't say that. I've just got to speed up my hearing.
The big ones is you can't, well, any woman really, you can't tell them to relax or calm down. You can't tell them they're overreacting.
No.
They're reacting at the right amount of reaction.
I can't.
Yes, this is what is a good measure.
We know.
Reaction.
Nathan and I know. We just choose to ignore
I can't say to my wife.
go.
I can't say to my wife that you can't have any. I also can't say to her just can't. I can't say can't to her.
Don't say no.
Can't say no. Can't say to her that's mine, and I can't say I'll be home late. Okay. I also can't say I'll be home early because she's not prepared.
I'm just going to add a few more to that list that keeps growing by the second. A psychologist says that there are 3 toxic phrases that should never, ever be said during a relationship, especially to women. Jimmy, you hit the nail on the head with the first one. You're overreacting.
Yeah, I know that one.
It's no big deal.
Yeah.
And you're too sensitive because you're downplaying her emotions.
Yeah.
Right?
The hits. They're
the big 3, mate. They are the big 3.
There's some stuff, though, that I've said to my husband that really annoys him. Like if we're in the middle of a bit of an argument or a disagreement or something, and I go, whatever, mate. If I say mate,
you mate him.
He goes, mate. He goes, don't mate me. Well, there was another time where I used, so his name, I always refer to him as Enz, E-N-Z. His full name is Vincenzo. But his shortened name is Enzo. Everyone calls him Enzo, but I don't. So we got into an argument once and I said, Enzo. And he said, what did you just call me? He goes, don't call me that. Don't call me that. Because I always call him baby or Enz. So if I call him by his shortened name.
So by his longer shortened name, he gets upset.
Yeah, I got in so much trouble. I'm like, okay, note to self, don't call him his name.
It does feel like you're in trouble anytime someone refers to me as Nathan. Sometimes our executive producer, TK, she'll refer to me as Nathan. She'll use my full Christian name. And I feel like I'm in trouble, TK, when you say Nathan. She's not listening right now, so maybe I should say something to get her attention so she says Nathan. Porn.
He was using it colloquially.
It was a colloquial term.
It's a shortened version of the full word. 131060, what can you never say to your partner? It might be really specific in your relationship, or there was an argument that happened. They said it, you said it. It's banned from being said in the house anymore.
Yeah. That one thing you can't say to your partner. Or maybe there's multiple things. Like I've got a catalogue, they're just those things you are banned from saying because you know they will elicit a reaction from your partner. Jen. Hey. Jen, what can't you say to your partner? What can't your partner say to you?
Well, it's more me to him because he comes home and wants to download.
Okay.
But definitely like what Emma said, the mate thing.
Oh, mate. Don't ever call your partner mate. They hate it.
Because he's a tradie and that's sort of putting me at the same level as the mates. And so he doesn't like that.
Yeah.
But I'm a big one for, whatever, dude.
Whatever, dude, just cuts.
Because I have now reached a point where my care level is a lot lower than his enthusiasm to, hyperventilate or exaggerate the situation further. And the hands start going, the voice starts going. God forbid I have a little giggle or a smirk in that time. Our teenage daughter might throw in a bro. And then that doesn't help.
And then he's done.
It's
kind of funny, though.
And there's role reversal in your house. I feel like normally that's how the women would be, but it seems like he's the one that has all the feelings.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny for our house too, because a lot of friends are like, wow, you guys are opposite. And I'm like, I can't put energy into this nonsense.
I'm actually around that. That's good. Hello, Christy.
Hi, how you going?
Good. What can't you say to your partner? What can't your partner say to you?
oh, this is a bit of a touchy one, but I found out that obviously an ex-partner now of mine was having an affair, and I was told, you're blowing it all out of proportion, dude.
Wait, so what? So you accused him of having an affair, and that was his response?
Yeah, well, I had substantial evidence to say that, yes, it was a definite.
Yeah.
And, yes, brought it to his attention and was told, no, you're blowing it all out of proportion. It's nothing. Dude. I thought, oh, my God, the dude is like the mate M. I get it.
Dude. What were you more upset about? What were you more upset about, the blowing it out of the proportion or the dude?
I think the whole lot. It was all
the
just
whole thing,
bang, bang, bang.
This is interesting.
Do you think you were blowing it out of proportion?
It sounds, Christy,
Yes,
dare.
totally.
Christy,
How dare I?
I just think you need to calm down and relax.
you're overreacting.
You are.
What if you could get more of the Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma? You can with the podcast. Thanks to What If. You're only a what if away from great holidays. What if? It's Aussie for travel.